I am so sorry to do this to you again, but this video is in fact inspired by Taylor Swift. I swear I'm not gonna talk about her that much though, okay? It's just the beginning, and then I'll play The Sims like normal. But the thing is, she's got a new album coming out today, or like a new old album coming out today. It's the re-recording of her album called 1989, which is probably my favorite Taylor Swift album. And this is also the album that even if you aren't a Taylor Swift fan, you probably know this one. This is the Shake It Off album, okay? So it's kind of a big deal. I'm dressed appropriately today. And here's the concept. I'm going to try to build a house in The Sims that costs 1989 simoleons. I know it's silly. I'm sorry. I'm so excited and I love a build challenge, so why not mash the two together? And now here we are. So I've got Bella Goth here as a test sim, an empty lot, and 1989 simoleons. And we're gonna try to build an entire functional house with a very tiny budget. This is arguably the lowest a budget can be and have a house still be functional. With a budget this small, you literally can't even afford to buy walls. So we have to do some little tricks to work around that. I have done this before, but today I've got a new idea that might help to save us a little bit of money. So normally what I'll do is use these gabled roofs as walls. So basically what I'll do is put these roofs here and then use it as like the side and back walls. You can get them to be the exact right height, and then once you've done that, you can kind of fake it a little bit and then not have to pay for walls everywhere. It's really ugly. Like, there's no way around that. It just looks really bad. I have a new idea though that I'm probably gonna regret, and that's because it relies on diagonal walls. Diagonal walls and diagonal rooms are obviously very annoying to work with in The Sims, but the bonus of the diagonal is that it's a little bit wider. So I can buy just 2 walls instead of paying for 3, and then have a similar width, but have it cost a little bit less money. I'm gonna just draw the room quickly so I've got a floor here, and then I guess we'll go in and put walls around the sides. Oh my god, I know it's bad, you guys. I know it's so bad. It's actually almost scary to me how ugly this is, but like, what else are you gonna do? This is kind of the best that we can do. If I enclose it in the back, maybe that's not so bad, maybe. And then I only had to spend 120 simoleons instead of 180 on walls. So that's gotta count for something, right? And then I was sort of thinking that we could try to decorate this as though that was a normal wall. So kind of what I mean by that is like, what if I I'm sorry, it's so ugly. But like, what if we tried to put a roof on it and acted like it was normal, you know? What if we did something like that? It looks even worse than I was expecting. I'm sorry, I don't even know if I could do that. I don't even know if I could push myself that far. I want to have the overhang because I think that's what helps it to look like a regular house. It's so ugly. Like, so unbelievably ugly. I was kind of thinking about trying to make like a little blue Suburban or something. The thing is, if you use that wallpaper, then it puts that same paneling on the inside. And I don't know if I want that, but it also might be kind of cool. So we'll see. We're gonna have to use a lot of debug for this. There is no way to do this without many cheats. Here's a fun little pro tip. There's actually debug ceiling lights that you can use. I don't really gravitate towards these too much in The Sims 4 because I think the lighting is kind of strange in them, but I used to use these lights all the time in The Sims 3. It's kind of weird looking. It's like a little square, but when you go into live mode, it disappears. So you don't have to worry about it looking bad in game. You can only see it in build mode, and then it's free. So instead of paying like 50 simoleons for a light, we get a free debug light. I want to use this cute little door. It's so ugly. It looks so weird, but we can maybe make it look good from the inside. But like, imagine we have that super cute little door and then a little window next to it. There's totally nothing weird going on here at all, okay? It's perfectly reasonable and it looks totally perfectly fine, all right? There's nothing to see here. We're gonna need a few other things. For example, this toilet is only 150 simoleons. I might pay for an upgrade and get the second cheapest toilet because this one looks less scary. This shower's only 300, so I might get that too. We're gonna have to use the cheapest appliances too. They're really ugly, but I think that it's worth using them just because we can afford more stuff this way. And there's also this beautiful little double bed that I'm definitely going to use back here. This is only 25 simoleons. You find it in the trash and it's perfect. So I'm gonna use that in the way back. I think I'm gonna expand a little bit. I could probably make it longer. We don't need to worry about how much space it takes up. We just need to worry about how much it costs. I want to get a headboard or something, like some sort of fake item that I can use to separate the bedroom and the bathroom. And there's lots of little debug things, kind of like this stuff. This is the sort of thing that I'm picturing. I want to put that there behind the bed, almost like a room divider. Okay, well, it'd be nicer if it was bigger than that. I guess I could try to raise a second one up above it. That looks weird. Never mind. Try a different one. What's that? Oh, it's a blank canvas. Oh, well that's simple enough too. That's an idea. Especially if I size up one of them, because I could use this one sized up and then put two of them together so it looks just like a plain white wall. And that's really nice because that means the bed and the bathroom are sort of separate. I could probably even put tile in that bathroom like this as well. Okay, maybe a different tile, but you know what I mean. We can put some sort of tile there. And that'll be totally functional still, which is a miracle. There's some really cheap, kind of nice stuff from Eco Lifestyle, like this bookshelf. I think we could try to use that in here because your Sims can still walk past that, right? Come here, Bella. Take a panicked poop. Please come play test for me. No, can you actually not get past that? Oh. Okay, I'll put it into the wall. How about now? Panicked poop. Oh, okay. Sims are really weird and picky. She can use that just fine. Now I'm wondering if I should stick the kitchen like right up against the edge of the bed. I think that's kind of tight. I don't know if my Sim can still get in here. Oh, she can. Okay. Because that means we have the fridge kind of acting almost like a bedroom divider as well. I was actually going to try to not have any flooring and just use the concrete because it's free. This is like exceptionally ugly though, is the problem. But maybe the gray is cool. The gray and white checkered floors. It's almost too ugly. I think I might try to just pay for flooring. I don't know. We'll see what else we can afford. This is the cheapest chair. It's only 70 simoleons. There's also this really cheap, very tiny console table. And then we have this really cheap TV. So what I'm kind of thinking about trying is maybe sort of a living room situation facing the TV like this. Bella, can you still get in and out? Oh, okay. She's very smart. She's doing great. Oh, this rug is beautiful. That actually gives us something to work with color scheme wise as well. Do you think it's really bad if I set it up like this? What else do you need? I guess it would be helpful to have a functional bookshelf so I can put some books up here because this thing is just a shelf. It doesn't actually work as anything. And then we have to pay for wallpaper in a couple places. So I'll put that in. This is a little shelf unit that's kind of expensive. It's like 50 simoleons, but I almost want to put it above the bed just to have more stuff on the walls. And for this to be functional, we do technically need to have a trash can. Even if I don't want to. We need to have a trash can. This one's only 75 simoleons. There is some decor that we can use for free, like this marriage certificate. I'd love to have a kitchen shelf like one of these because we can't afford any cabinets or anything. We also can't afford a sink. Maybe I could fit some pet stuff because then I could call it a 3-sim house and it would technically be correct. The pet stuff is cheap. We can get a little dog bowl right there. We've got a pet bed. We can even have some toys because these balls are only 5 simoleons. So we can put a couple of those in. I guess if we really wanted to, we could have it be a cat instead of a dog because the cat could have more furniture. Kind of makes this corner more useful too to have a litter box down there. I've always thought it was so weird how the rugs go on top of this thing. Like no matter what you do, the rugs place on top of it because the bottom texture is like completely flat. That has always bothered me so much about the cat trees in this game. This is 55 simoleons. That absolutely cannot be worth it. I'm sorry, I will not be spending that. That's too much money for a poster. This one is quite cheap. This is from Horse Ranch. It's only 5 simoleons. And it's a couple kind of cute like farm decals. That one honestly matches really well. That sort of ties it all together a lot better, miraculously. I guess I can just use 2 decals. I don't know. It's big and it looks like art, so it counts. It works well. We have 57 simoleons left. Do you think I can use that last little bit of money to try and pretend that I've got an entrance to the house? We have 57 simoleons left. Can I use that last little bit of money to try and pretend that I've got a nice front door? It's honestly embarrassing how long it's taking me to figure this out because I'm thinking about this way too much. I am going way too deep with this for a house that is super ugly. I'm just really trying to make it look not bad. And once we fill a lot in with some trees and like kind of decorate a little bit more, it's starting to look like a house. Right now, I'm kind of looking for something that I can put on the front because I want there to be some sort of item that looks like an overhang for the front door. I wasn't really thinking about this, but actually that looks kind of cute. Okay, wait, everybody, hold on. What if I use this thing and then I just sized it up and like put it all the way across the top of the building and then we tried to pretend that that was the roof and that it looks like a real house? I don't know about this. It's an idea and it does actually look better. Like it looks kind of, I would say honestly kind of good. Maybe I can make the doorway a little bit lighter green too so it's the same color, or it could still be dark green. I don't know. Why is that honestly not even bad? Like it almost kind of works. I wish that we had flat walls instead instead of the angled walls, but I also like that the walls are cheap, so I guess we can't do anything about that. We can get a cute little curvy path going up to the front door. I'll put the mailbox down there. It almost doesn't even look that bad from the outside. I'm kind of impressed. I'll hide the trash can right here behind this bush so it's easily accessible. This trash can is from the Star Wars pack. Just ignore that, okay? Don't worry about that part, okay? I really do try to avoid the Star Wars pack, like at all costs, but sometimes it's just the best thing for the job. And in this case, it's the cheapest trash can, so I'm sorry. This is a disaster, like a complete and total disaster. I don't even want to look at this part. I'm trying to make the front look good at least. All right, with 57 extra simoleons, what more can we do on the inside? That is the real question. We can't afford upper cabinets. We don't have enough counter space to put like clutter on this counter. I think that maybe a shelf could be good. That's 40 simoleons. Oh, I'm sorry. That seems ridiculous. This little plant's only 10. I can put this little tiny plant. It's actually kind of cute. Oh, they can have a mug. We can have one mug up there on the shelf. Okay, I think the house might be done. House is a strong word, and done is a strong word too. But this is a less than 2,000 simoleon, fully functional, beautiful house. We have a bathroom, we've got a living room, kitchen. I mean, it's got all the things. It looks really weird, but you can kind of see what I was going for, right? Like you can kind of tell what I was trying to do. I wanted it to seem like a regular house, even though it's not. It is not a regular house, but I was trying. I was really trying. It's got space for 3 Sims because you can have 2 Sims in the bed and a cat if you want to. I don't know if I would play here with 3 Sims, but you could. Okay, on to the gallery. Wow, I'm glad that the gallery photo is really beautiful. I'm so glad that you can see the house in the gallery image. Maybe it's for the best that you can't see the house. Actually, now that I think about it, this is a good thing. You don't need to see it. Don't worry about it. I knew what I was getting into when I made it diagonal, and I put the trees there on purpose to cover the build. It still doesn't make it any less sad that you can't see it. I wish so bad that you could customize the gallery photos a little bit. Like if they had a few set camera positions and then you could pick between them, that would be perfect. Because I understand why we can't upload them ourselves. I just wish that they had this sort of thing where there's like a few set images and then we could, you know, choose. Because that just looks awful, but it's fine. We did it. It's functional. We won the challenge. Shout out to Taylor Swift, I guess. And on that note, I'm gonna end this video right here. If you like Sims builds, I'm actually gonna be doing another build today over on my Twitch channel. We are still working on renovating Vlad's nightmarish mansion. I don't know why I started doing this because it is miserable, but if you wanna come by, I'll link my channel down below. My name's just lilsimsie there. I'm also like this close to 800,000 followers on Twitch, so please come by and hang out with us, and I'll catch you all later, okay? Bye, everybody. Oh my god, this house is so ugly. This is like top tier, one of the worst things I've built in a long time. It was a challenge, it was worth it, but it's so ugly.